fine. Okay. So what is the problem that you are facing? I guess I saw your message, DP. So I believe a lot of people are receiving problems on the M1 chip, and later on there was a script to run into the terminal, and then your kernel starts responding. But right now that is also revoked, which is why I think you should go ahead with the VMware and other options in order to install the Kali Linux. And if you still face any problem, just raise your queries into this group, and we will be fixing up a Skype session for you so that you can complete your installation of this Kali Linux, you can say. I joined 10 minutes late. Is this community exclusive for iNeuron? Yes, I think so. Mostly the people who are here into this batch, they are going to raise the queries. So yes, these are the people joining over there. Download Kali from official website or go through Saksham sir video about installing. Okay. So people are trying to help each other. Now, this is something that I'm enjoying because, if we will, help each other out, then we'll be acting as a team. We don't want to go ahead with this, any kind of dictatorship study pattern. We are going to act like a team, and that's how we all are going to grow. Okay, even after logging in, cyber security community is not visible. Okay, then I'll ask our developers team in order to get this done. But make sure you keep an eye in here, and then you'll be able to see the group getting active after like 3-4 hours from this class, and then you can join this group. Do we shut down Kali Linux in VirtualBox or close window and save session? I think you need to shut down the Kali Linux every time because if you won't shut it down, then you can your image can get crashed, and eventually you'll see that you will face problem in loading up your grub bootloader. So it is a good idea to just shut down and then close the VMware. Yes, DT, you can share the screen on Skype. So after this, I'm going to give you one Skype ID. Okay, I think I should give you guys the Skype ID publicly. So if you face any problem or if you're looking to, get a exclusive Skype session, then you can just go ahead. So in order to, ask your queries or to book the Skype session, you need to add this ID in here. That is live Mukesh MAA 6. He is our teaching assistant here, and he will be guiding you if there is any problem regarding installation or if you have any doubt at all. Okay, and completed all the tasks that assigned last week. That's great, Sameer. It's a private group. I see error on webcommunity.io. Okay, you guys have observed the URL as well. But I guess, we have made this live and it is still under the testing process, which is why we must be, seeing these kind of errors and bugs. But yes, we are definitely going to fix it. And after a few hours from this session, you'll be able to see this getting active. Okay. Can't share here. Yeah, I've just now shared DT. I'm going to repeat the Skype ID, that is live:Mukesh MAA 6. Okay, I'm going to send you the Skype ID once more. But make sure you just message him first before connecting with him, so that it could be great for him as well. Where did you? Okay, I've shared the Skype ID once again. So just have a look at that and make sure you add that up. But I believe you won't be needing the much Skype once you'll get connected into this community. It will be like a Discord, you can say. So this is the Discord of iNeuron in order to promote the IT community, that is the coder community. Okay, sir, I've installed Kali Linux ISO made for VirtualBox. Will it work for this course? Yes, Kali Linux is anyhow going to work for this course. If I shut down Kali Linux and close VirtualBox, all setting changes made are resetting. You must have installed the live version. That's why it must be happening, I guess. Okay. Mukesh sir is very cooperative. I'm really happy to see the good feedback of Mukesh as well. Basically that's what we try to do. We try that whole of our team is, they work hard to, solve your queries and doubts, and that's what could be, what else could be the great learning in this. Okay, how do I reach or mail Mukesh? Just add him on Skype and tell him that I am the student of CSM batch, and I believe he'll be helping you out for sure. All right. So, sir, my Linux after logging in is all blackout. Do I need to reinstall it? See, sometimes what happens, you have this thing called as grub bootloader. That is GRUB boot loader. So that helps you to turn on the machine basically. But if that is not configured properly while installing it, because if you'll go through the installation, in the end you'll see that there is something called as grub bootloader that was getting configured while installing the Kali Linux operating system. If that is not done properly, then you can face this black screen. And there is one more thing that I wanted to tell you with the installation thing. What happens, like, suppose you go ahead onto the Kali Linux website, you click on download. The ISO is getting downloaded from which proxy? I'm not sure about that. There are different proxies, and from the different proxies, your ISO is getting downloaded. Which is why in some of the cases there are high chances that you can get the corrupted ISO downloaded. The only option is that after for a while, like after waiting for a while or maybe restarting your system, you gotta have to download that ISO again, and then you'll have to install it again. So this is, it's not easy process to, I take everything very easy, but you'll have to keep your eye open because it is not super easy process to just do the installation of Kali Linux machine. For the first time ever, you are putting your hands on Linux. And I know you guys are super friendly with Windows, but yes, Linux is something else. So, but you need not to fear about the Linux at all, because today we are going to take a quick Linux fundamental crash course. By after attending that crash course, like today's class, all your fear related to Linux will be gone. I'm pretty sure about it. Okay, without GNOME interface, is it default interface is okay? Yes, default interface is okay. What is CISO and CSOPs? Basically, CISO is Chief Information Security Officer. It is a very high-ranked officer into a cybersecurity company. And Chief Information Security Operations is CSOPs. So these are the two different designations that you get. And then you have this, sir, please start the session as early as possible. Yes, I'm trying to do that, but first I'm trying to, sort out the doubts of the students, and then definitely I'm going to start the session. Linux says love. Yes, definitely. Is there any WhatsApp or Telegram group for CSM? There is no WhatsApp group for Telegram as of now. I introduced you this web.codercommunity.io. So, you're going to have to join here, and we are going to maintain it as a Discord, you can say. We also have the app coming up for this web.codercommunity.io. So it will be easy for you to, raise your doubts over your mobile phones and over this, website as well. Sir, I can't find out cybersecurity in community. Okay, cybersecurity community is not yet listed in here, but it is soon going to get listed. It is somewhat going to look like this, and people can ask the doubts in here. So it will be listed in few hours after this batch is completed. Linux is Apple and Windows is oranges. Okay. Sir, can you please, technical team Skype ID? I just gave you people the Skype ID of the technical team. I'm giving you again. Okay. Sir, I cannot be able to shut down Kali Linux properly, and while boot, it shows some log error. Sir, I cannot shut down Kali Linux properly, and while boot, it shows some log error. I guess I'm again going to suggest you the same solution for that. That is going to be like you're gonna have to install the ISO again into your VBox. I installed everything last week, working fine. After 1 week, I forgot the steps now. But Munir, you can just find a video of Kali Linux installation over my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to quickly show you that where is that video. So when you'll visit my channel, that is Saksham the Computer Guy. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Why I'm not getting any suggestions. Okay. So when you'll visit this channel, you will see that there is this video named as Kali Linux 2022. I'm going to give you this video link again. So in case if you forget this step, make sure you just go ahead and check out this video again. So everything will be revised again. And apart from that, I'm also giving you the recorded classes over the dashboard, so you can also watch them again and again. Can we make WhatsApp group by ourselves? It's better to resolve the issues. You can always make your own groups, but yes, here is the coder community actually. Thanks for that video. It really helped me in installation. As installation, sometimes it gets very difficult. Sir, are you from SRM? No, I am not from SRM, but yes, I have delivered the sessions in SRM into the event named as Arush. I used to deliver that before COVID, but these days I'm not taking any offline workshops. All right. So without any further ado, I think we should start today's session. And today we are going to talk about Linux, what exactly the Linux is. Okay, while using apt-get update and apt-get update, it was showing log directory denied problem recovery. Okay, so you gotta have to add sudo before you do that. So this is the one thing. Sir, we request you to make WhatsApp group or Telegram group. See, I think if my policies will allow that, the company policies will allow that, then definitely we are going to make one WhatsApp group or somewhat like that. You just gotta have to write. See, making a WhatsApp group or Telegram group is definitely not in my hand. You're gonna have to raise this issue, and you can just contact on team@the rate of iNeuron.ai, or maybe you can just contact the support team and you can request them to make a WhatsApp group. Otherwise, I would have loved to make one. Okay. In community, there is no group named as cybersecurity. It will get active in some time. How to recover Kali Linux password? Why do you need to recover the Kali Linux password? You forgot the password? And if you have forgotten the password, then I believe there is no way back. You're gone. Okay, so side by side, I am also by default, it would be Kali. No, he has forgotten his password like totally. See, my colleagues was, yes, let's please start. So let's get started with today's session. And today we are going to talk about the basic and the fundamentals of Linux. So after the successful installation of Kali Linux, this is something that you must be seeing in front of your screens. And I'm just going to give you a quick tour of VirtualBox so that you can actually understand that what is happening around. So first of all, let's go ahead and check out its settings. So you can see the settings of Kali Linux is right here. And into the general, it is the Kali is just running up. It is just getting started, I believe, which is why it is not showing any option in here. I guess, yes, here it is. Sometimes it takes quite a long time creating process for virtual machine. Okay. So you can see that here is the name of your Kali_Linux. These are the general settings. I'm going to give you a quick head start for the system display, storage, and network and everything out there so that everything could run smooth. So the basic is the name and the type and the version, the band that we have already selected. And then you have the system in here. The system settings is on number 2. And you can see another prompt, switching. Okay. So my Linux is also launched in here. Okay, it should be looking up somewhat like this. Okay. So till the time it is getting started, let me just go ahead and make you walk through about the other settings. Into the advanced, you have the snapshot folder. So if you take any kind of snapshots, then they will be saved under C users, Studio, VirtualBox, VMs, and Kali Linux snapshot. And also, again, sorry. This is the screen that I'm communicating. Okay. Okay, so next up is you have the description and disk encryption, which is not going to be helpful for you. And you can see the system settings are right here, but you cannot change it later on. That is the issue with this VirtualBox and almost every virtualization, because once your RAM and the hard disk is allocated, it cannot be changed again. So which is why you can just see that how much RAM you have allocated, but you cannot change it. Same goes with the processor and the acceleration as well. Then you have the displays in here. You can go ahead with the recording settings and enable recording, and then it is going to enable the recording. What happens is sometimes you have to make the video POCs of the bug that you find, and then you have to submit the video POC on HackerOne or BugCrowd. So it is for that purpose. You can also do the recording inside the Kali Linux. Also, this is the important part, you can say. This is the storage. So basically what happened that once your ISO is ISO is burnt in through the virtualization, and then Kali Linux.vdi has shown up. What happens is that you, into the older cases, you must have seen that there is an MP4 format, or maybe it was MB4, and the older formats were there of the video format of the movies, you can say. And you used to burn those movies in ISO. So basically you are burning MP4 files in ISO. Likewise, you are burning the ISO into the VirtualBox in the same fashion. But what happens in this case, that it comes as a Kali Linux.vdi, like you are seeing right here. And if I hope everything is visible right here, just give me a quick question. Okay. All right. So then you need to notice Kali Linux.vdi. So this is the important part. That is called as location. You need to know that where my Kali Linux.vdi is saved. So it is saved under C user studio VirtualBox VMs Kali underscore Linux, Kali underscore Linux.vdi. So what happens is that I'm going to right click on it. Okay, it is not taking me through it. So I'm going to just copy this location because I want to see that where exactly this Kali Linux.vdi is, which is really important to see. And also you can see the actual size is also right here, and the virtual size is also right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up my computer, and after opening up my computer, just give me a second. Okay. So I am going to go in here and I am going to open up my computer right here. Now you can see I have copied the path from here. I've just now copied it and I have opened up my computer and I have copied this path in here and I have just now pasted it right here. So I'm going to paste it right here. Now you cannot run Kali underscore Linux.vdi, which is why what you're gonna have to just remove this file's name, because we have to go into the directory, not into the file. So which is why I've just removed the name of the file so that I can directly jump onto the directory where my Kali Linux.vdi is saved. Sir, for MacBook, how to install? I think you're gonna have to use the parallel, or maybe you'll have to use the VMware. VMware is the best option right here. Okay, so now you can see that Kali Linux.vdi is right here. Now you need to do something very carefully. Just go ahead and copy this and paste it somewhere. What happens is that if you have this Kali Linux.vdi and suppose your Linux get crashed, you'll be seeing that quite a lot into the group. A lot of people will be saying that, sir, my Kali Linux got crashed after like 5 days or maybe 10 days. I just wanted to tell you that this Linux distribution is still not super stable out there, which is why I always tell you to keep a backup of this burnt in image. So you just have to copy in here and paste it somewhere else and keep it as a backup. What happens? Why am I telling you to keep a backup? Because if you'll have a backup, you don't need to install the whole ISO again. You'll have to just import this .vdi file in order to go ahead and just create a new virtual machine within few minutes. And there is one more good part. If you'll keep on taking the fresh backups in every 10, 15 days or 20 days, or whenever you feel like you have some important data that you have submitted in there, then you can take the backup. Now, if you'll go into new, and suppose if I go ahead and let's say Kali underscore backup, like, this is something that I'm trying to create. And if I go ahead with this Linux and I choose Debian and, some memory. Okay, so now here what you're gonna have to do, you don't have to do the complete setup once again. You just have to use this select option. Into the manual way, you must have selected on create a virtual hard disk now. But in this case, you're gonna have to click on use an existing virtual hard disk file, right? If you will go with the use an existing virtual hard disk file, you just have to import the backup that I was talking about, and within few seconds, your machine is ready to work again. So this has happened with me also at a lot of times while I used to give the offline workshops, and in the projector in front of a lot of students, like thousands of students were there, and suddenly boom, Kali got crashed. It happens a lot of times, but it's always a good idea to keep a backup. So make sure you go into the storage and take a backup. First of all, this is the first recovery method, or you can say the recovery backup that you should always keep. So again, I'm telling you, go into the settings, and after going into the settings, you need to go into the storage, and then you need to select Kali Linux